Save the date if you not fake. HJ got a plate and a hot take. They gon' get you moving right. These goofy types and keeping unks goofy tight. Look, let's get it lit like a Lucy, aight? Show the world what we can build when the crew unite. And why these frauds out finessing your protests? I'm in the gulags playing chess with the Hoteps. The Hoteps been told you. Don't sweat, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. Keep receipts for the things that they told you. Ears to the street, they got secrets to go through. The Hoteps been told you. Don't sweat, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. Keep receipts for the things that they told you. Ears to the street, they got secrets to go through. Hotep and build, y'all know the deal. We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip. Hotep and build, y'all know the deal. We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip.
We live.
What's good, people? Back at it again. It's Thursday, Hotep Thursday. Greatest podcast in the land where Whoopi Goldberg gets suspended on the first day of Black History Month. I am Uncle Hotep. He's Hotep Jesus. Episode 189. Hotep's been told you. What's good, man?
Life is good. Life is good. Grifty's coming. Working on Grifties. Working on next year's Grifties.
Okay.
So far, I got about 20K raised. Well, sponsors. So if anybody out there got anybody want to sponsor, let us know. We're doing red carpet next year. I said it. Now, if anybody copy us, you know where you heard it first. Yeah. Okay, baby. Yeah, don't drop out. Oh, there you go.
I think I might have to upgrade the Zoom. It keeps crashing on me, man. It's the second time it crashed. It crashed when I was interviewing Ken Hotep too, I think.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What's good with you, man? How was your weekend?
What was this weekend? The days are running together. I'm on super grind mode, so the days are running together. I think I just worked all weekend, yo. You know, I did the Donovan Sharp show. We're moving that to Saturdays. I seen you had the Can of Hotep interview. That was good. I was playing that on the TV in the living room. And my son was like, "This on YouTube Live now?" He's like, "Yeah." He like, "What channel?" I said, "Uncle Hotep." He went upstairs, turned his computer on. I said, "Uh-oh." Every time he see Cannon, he be like, "Where the guns at? Where the guns at?" We had the Grifties playing. We had the Grifties playing. He like, "He don't got no guns in the thing." I'm like, "Nah, I ain't got the guns in the award show, yo." Every time he see Cannon, he think guns.
Yeah, it went well. You know, as about Baltimore. I knew when we got to the guns. I knew he was gonna. His eyes lit up. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You give an interview. You gotta let it. Sometimes you gotta let the subject take it where it wants. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and see where they're interested in, and we just kept it on that. You know, I didn't mean to talk about guns the whole time, but you know, it just came off. And you know, I was learning as he was talking and stuff like that, so that helped out. I'm gonna have Aunt BB. I don't know if you ever seen her tweets. This girl Aunt BB, this lady Aunt BB, she lives in Canada. I'm not this Sunday, but next Sunday I'm gonna have her on for an interview. She's like alternate, news person and everything else. So
okay,
that should be good.
That's dope.
First off, who got Super Bowl, man? You know, they had the playoffs. Who you got Super Bowl, man?
I got the Bengals.
You got the Bengals?
Bengals.
You're going to Year of the Tiger.
Year of the Tiger.
Okay.
Got it right last week.
Yes.
Right. 49ers we called the wrong way. Should have called it the other way. Yeah, so I'm going with the Bengals. Who you got?
I don't know. It's tough. It's in LA though. I'm gonna go with Rams, man.
It's in LA. That's a home game for the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun though. Yeah, what are we 2 weeks away from that? They get a week off and then they'll be back the following week.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, time flies, man. It's already Super Bowl time. Get my grift on. You always get a could. I could probably get about 1,000 followers during the Super Bowl. So I'm looking.
Oh damn, that interview is going to be on Super Bowl Sunday too. God, Jesus.
You gonna have to move it.
Oh. Screw it.
Gonna have to move
it depends. If she doesn't watch football, then we'll do it. If she does, then we'll see.
You ain't gonna have nobody tuning in.
I don't care, man. People will tune in. You see, there'll be like some people just will have it on and to be watching TV at the same time. There's a lot of people that do that, so I don't mind that. But people can always catch the replay. Anyway, let's get to Big Poppy. Happy Shine History Month. Black History Month, man.
Yeah.
Let's get right to it. It's Black History Month. We'll talk about Whoopi later. Your boy Tariq. Matter of fact, hold on. Did I put it in the chat? You gotta bring this up, man. You have to bring this up, man.
You know I spoke to him, right?
Oh, what on the phone or Spaces?
Spaces.
What did he say?
He called me a Haitian and a performative black conservative. I had to correct him. And I invited him to come on the channel. Which one? Hoteps been told you or yours? Our DM string. This nigga freeze again? Yo, drop the super chats. Uncle Hotep needs a new computer.
I don't know what's going on. Hold on, let me close a couple things, man. But
oh, okay, I see it. This African Negro thing?
Yeah.
All right, let's put this on the screen. Looks like a price list. A slave price list. Field slaves, including children.
But you got to read the tweet. These people knew the difference. Stop playing. The jig is up. Pressure is being applied.
They knew the difference. I don't get it.
He's saying that the white man knew the difference between Africans and Black Americans. And despite that guy,
despite what? This nigga might as well just restart his computer. Big Poppy, happy Shine History Month. Catch us, Cam. You're doing a live cipher on Spaces with a bunch of MCs Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Come through and watch me flame these dudes. Okay, dope. That's going to be fire. Jabari Judah. Hold on, here goes Uncle Hotep. Yeah, other one is still in here. Hold on.
I don't know how I got in here twice.
Hold on. Oh, there we go. You don't want to restart your computer?
Yeah, well, let me restart because I don't know what's going on.
All right.
Unless there's let me see if there's an update. Does it automatically update or?
Nah, you got to hit the update button.
Hold on, let me try.
Yeah, close it out, see if it's an update, and then restart.
All right, I'll be back.
All right. We're going to address this African Negro thing. Jabari Judah. Oh, $50. I completely missed that. Oh, hold on. I forgot to share the stream out. I never even shared the stream. Let me go ahead and do that. Hoteps en vivo. Hablo español now. Ahora. Hablo español ahora. Shout out to all my Hispanics out there. I'm working my way towards being bilingual. That's gonna be lots of fun. So let's dive into this situation here. Okay, so it says here an African Negro, right? If you guys can see this on your screen, hold on a second. I want you to tell me, right? This is very like you do those puzzles and they say, hey, point out what's out of place. I want you guys to look at this list and tell me. So first, let me give you the argument. The argument is that the white man knows the difference between an African Negro, and I'm sure there's going to be something about that price being only $100. Before we get into the difference between an American Negro and an African Negro, can anybody see why this individual will be only $100? You're looking at the screen. Can anybody look at the data on the screen and tell me why this individual will be only $100? While you look at the screen and try to figure out, I'm going to read some super chats here. Shout out to Jabari. Thank you. He said she had the nerve to have Ted Danson in blackface saying the N-word and the hard R in front of the first black NYC mayor and all the black leaders in NYC back in the day. The Sean community should have been canceled her. Okay, so everyone sees the age. See, you guys are a very sharp crowd. This is why I love the Hotep community and all of our viewers. He old. Ain't nobody paying a lot of money for an old dude. Who's paying top dollar? Okay, so now, what else do you notice about this list? What differentiates one slave from another? What makes one more expensive than the other? Can you guys look at that? Fearless Adventure, he said, I got the Rams. They need the money and the ritual is going to be going down. Okay, not a bad pick. The Grift is Yoruba. He said, it's Black Future Month now. I love that. Kujino Eddie. Correct. Boris Kofi Fifovich says HJ interview with Sonny Johnson is great. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Correct. The skills. Notice how the individual with tradesman, the individual who has a skill and is a tradesman, is going to be going for premium dollar. Somebody who is untrained is unlikely to be expensive. You had an update?
Yeah, there was an update out there.
Okay. I'm caught up on the super chats. Let's talk about this African Negro. So what are they trying to say here? The white man knows the difference between an African Negro and American Negro?
Well, he's indirectly saying that Black Americans are better because the white man wanted to pay more for the shine, the pure shine stock instead of the African stock.
Okay, good. Yeah, so we just went over that, and that's an asinine argument. It's a terrible argument. If you look at the screen, it tells you exactly why Mercury is only going for $100. It's two reasons. Number one, he's the oldest motherfucker on this list. The nigga's 64 years old. He got about 2 days left. You put him out in that field, he gonna pass out. Number two, he has no trade skill. If you look at who's up here, all right, who's the most expensive? The most expensive we see is $1,000. We got a dude right here who's a teamster and a laborer, and he's $21. His name is Doe. Shout out to Hotep Doe Dude.
That was Doe back in the day. Come on, man.
Doe was an expensive slave, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. There's a dude here for $1,200. 27 years old, $1,200. He's a Mason, and there's another one. The Mason is 27 years old, $1,200. He's a Mason, and he's Creole. And there's another one, 42 years old, and he's a blacksmith. These people have trades and they have skills. This African Negro Mercury, that's 64 years old, has no skill and he's old, and that's why he's being sold for less. So this is the problem with Deshaun. Deshaun can't read. Deshaun can't pay attention to detail. This is why the white man pulls the wool over his eyes every single time, because he doesn't know how to pay attention to detail.
The guy who tweeted this said, notice how all the African Negroes cheaper than the American ones. That's because the American ones knew more about the land and offer more value. It's not rocket science.
This is terrible. This is terrible. We have to pray for these people. We really have to pray for these people because it's right on the screen that the dude is 64 years old. Are you paying for a 64-year-old slave with no skills?
I think it's kind of, I just want to talk about, why the mentality that you would even think to say this. I think some of these FBAs and ADOS, they see these African immigrants succeeding. So they're trying to pull everything out the book to make them feel better about themselves. Now it's Master wanted to pay more for us than you niggas. This is what type of shit they on, man.
Master like us more.
But this is the type of shit that Tariq, excuse my language, this is the type of shit Tariq Nasheed permeates into these people's brains. Instead of us seeing these African immigrants succeed now, we should be like, well, how do we succeed like them?
Yeah.
Nah, we got to pull up every we was field slaves. They want us more for that. You know what I mean? All this other, we paved the way for y'all and all this other nut ass shit, man. I'm trying to, listen, I've been dying. I was going to make a spaces FBA is, they're player hating, I'm trying to think of the correct, title for the space, but I'm going to make a space and I'm going to invite all these FBAs. I am one of them to talk about this, and I'm gonna call them out, man. Uh-oh. This is pathetic.
Can I join?
Yeah, man, we got to do this, man, because this is ridiculous, man. And if you go through this thread of the tweet, and everybody's embarrassed for this guy, what kind of coonery is this, man? This is next level cooning, man. I never cooned this bad. Damn. I don't even know how to coon this bad. God, this is some extra shit, man.
This is what we doing during Black History Month?
This is what these shines is doing during Black History Month, man.
This might be the worst Black History Month ever. Whoopi getting canceled. Niggas arguing over who was a more expensive slave. Tariq Nasheed crying in the Twitter spaces. Did you hear the other Twitter space canceled Tariq Nasheed? You missed it.
I don't know. Was that the one that the African immigrants was going in on them?
Yes. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear any of it.
Listen, I tagged you in the Discord. I was like, Unc missing it. I figured you would sleep. I wasn't even gonna bother you. A black person would come up to the stage, cut somebody off, and they'd kick him off the stage and be like, you heathen! I'm going to put you in a cage. This is not Brooklyn. This is not the Bronx.
Are you serious?
They would say nigga with the hard R. They said, you are baboons.
They're called baboons.
They was calling them baboons.
They call them Makata, man. I want to hear her.
These was the Arabs. These was the Arab.
Oh, these the Arabs. Oh, okay.
The Arab Africans.
Okay.
And they were saying, oh, you like to pimp your women out. You don't respect yourself. All you do is kill yourself. All you do is kill each other. You ain't got no culture and you mad at us. And cancel #cancel Tariq Nasheed. So #cancel Tariq Nasheed was trending top 10 in the middle of the night. And I went in that room and these niggas had the nerve to shout me out.
Did they?
These niggas in the room talking about, and shout out to the homie Hotep Jesus. I said, nah, don't say my name.
No, man. See, you accomplice, man.
I'm just listening.
Man. No. You went in the room. That's a cosign, man. That's a cosign.
That's a cosign. I was in Tariq's room too, though. I went in both rooms. I checked out everybody. I checked out the Arabs that was, hate black people, and I checked out Tariq's room.
But then I seen the one thing I did see, Tariq was crying. He said, "Oh, I seen all this, and they was talking anti-FBA heavy. They was really talking about us dirty, like." And this is what I can't stand about us today. Like, don't crack jokes, and when the jokes come back, now you want to cry racism. You want to cry, oh, y'all just hating on us. Now you want to cry for the white man and shit.
Right.
White man, please save us. Get these African immigrants out of here. No, take your medicine, FBA.
Right.
Take your medicine, ADOS. Don't be cracking all these jokes, and when the Africans crack them back and y'all can't say nothing, now y'all want to get in your goddamn feelings.
Exactly.
Damn your damn feelings, Shine. Put your nose to the grindstone like the Africans do and do some accomplishment like them. We should be embarrassed that they come over here and become doctors and lawyers and all that jazz. And we sitting there crying behind Tariq, crying behind they taking our jobs. They ain't taking our jobs, Shine. You ain't smart enough to get to work the jobs they working, nigga. You gotta be kidding me.
Hotep.
They taking our jobs. Nigga, they ain't trying to be SoundCloud rappers, mixtape rappers, fashion designers. They ain't trying to start a clothing line.
They doctors and lawyers.
They doctors and lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't competing with us. They compete with the Asian man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The redacted Jabari's people man.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't competing with us. Y'all jealousy. This is jealousy. This is player hating. Matter of fact, and now they've been here so long. NBA, the last NBA draft, there was like 8 Nigerians get picked. They bet to take your spot in Shine Ball.
Uh-oh.
It's Spook Ball.
Uh-oh.
That's how bad you niggas fell off. Y'all run around here trying to be Lil Nas X. Trying to be mixed runner. Well, I want to be a rapper. I want to have you be a rapper. You want to be Little Uzi Vert, Meek Mills, and all that old nut ass shit. They don't want that, nigga. We should be asking them how to get better like they do. Like it's just pathetic.
Somebody asked what FBA is. It's a foundational Black American. I think that's the term that Tariq Nasheed coined.
Yeah, man. This is anyway. Yeah,
Unc started off the episode with a rant.
No, man. I've been wanting to rant on this because I'm telling you, I want to do a spaces. I want to because I'm telling you, we could blow that out, man. Pause. Like because if you set the bait for the Shine.
They gonna come running.
The only thing is they go a little bit too far, so you never know. So I don't know.
Yeah. They be trying to dox you and shit.
Yeah, I don't want to be bothered with them niggas, man, because they be trying to dox you and all this other none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be bothered with
They be calling your job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just doing dumb shit. Like, relax. You end up at the doctor and shit. They calling your doctor on you. They put your dental records online. Your grades in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I don't know how they get this shit, but they be about that.
They
half
can
of
do
them-
all this and shit, but they can't fucking want you to be doc. Use that brain to be a doctor and lawyer like the Ghanaians and Nigerians. Nigga. Y'all play detective. Shit. As much as y'all play detective, go be a cop and solve all these goddamn murders in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Listen, matter of fact, remember when Dolph got killed? This nigga on Instagram saw that shit like 4 hours, right? I swear to God. They had that shit solved in like, I want to say 6 hours, right? And it took, the FBI and all them, it took them a month to come back with charges. The streets already knew who did the shit. All this nigga had is an Instagram and a fucking phone, and he figured the shit out. You got a brain, Shine, use it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, niggas ain't dumb. Niggas is just brainwashed.
They don't apply themselves.
Jabari's people got the culture messed up. And y'all weren't worried about all the wrong things. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's culture. Shit, we should be like, you should be saying, oh, Nigeria, well, you got that dress. Like I said, teach me how to make some jollof. Jollof. Teach me how to make some jollof. That's all. That's what we should be asking for.
Mo Facts hit me up. First of all, Mo Facts was going in Tariq Nasheed's room, and Tariq cut him off and kicked him off the stage. But then Mo Facts ended up in my DMs, pause. And he asked me, do we have a culture? And I said, it depends on what you consider a culture. And he said, by your definition, do we have one? I don't think so. I'll have to bring Mo Facts back on the platform. We'll have another heart-to-heart about the black community. But Mo Facts thinks the black community does not have a culture. Is that true, Uncle Hotep?
I mean, everybody has a culture. I think the question is it detrimental to us or not?
Mm-hmm.
Just because, all culture isn't good. You know what I mean? You can have a bad culture. I think we do have a culture, but it's almost tied with American. You can't really, I don't know what's distinctive between us and white Americans, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, we have black American culture. Yeah. But that's almost just the same as American culture. There's nothing really different, You can't use by what, TV show. I mean, music. Yeah, I guess. But like, only thing we watch different TV shows, eat some different foods or shit. But it's pretty much American culture, to be honest.
So what you're saying is we black white niggas.
Basically.
I would have to agree. I would have to agree. I don't know why people think we not dark Europeans. We definitely just some dark Europeans. We love that European stuff too. We rock all the European brands. What are you about to say?
White liberals start using pronouns. We start using pronouns.
Oh.
White liberal calls people of color. We call ourselves people of color. Yo, I'm not even gonna say it. No, I was in a meeting and they was calling people of color and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh my God. I wanted to like, I'm gonna raise my hand and say, don't call me that, man. But it wasn't calling me that specifically. It was just talking in general. So I was like, man, I don't want to create a scene, man. And I don't want to be like, oh, that's one of them trouble niggas, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I just let it go. I was like, I'm not saying nothing. Because sometimes it's not worth saying something. You know what I mean? So I was just like, oh man. But it's just like, we taking and run with it, man. Like nobody asked us to be called people. We was crying about getting called colored people. White man flipped it, and here we back.
He said, I bet you if we say it backwards, them niggas will take it.
Oh my God.
Nigga said, don't call us colored. They said, what about, don't call us colored people. What about people of color? Okay, that's better. You dumbass.
Oh my fucking God.
We don't deserve freedom.
I
We
don't
should have
know.
stayed.
Yep.
We should have. This is my take on slavery. Are you ready? Everybody, hold on to your boots.
Oh Jesus.
Don't nobody clip this shit. Neither you clip it. I'm blocking you. Okay. We should have stayed on the plantation. Life was better there. Niggas wanted to be free, and now what we got to do? Now we got to work and pay the white man's taxes. We should have kept on living in Massa's house, free of rent. We didn't have to live under no laws, no taxes. We was dripped down. Let's not act like we wasn't dripped down. We was dripped down, head to toe. We was able to hustle and get a little money on the side. We was getting them cakes. We wasn't ready to be free, dog. We wasn't ready to be free. Now we got responsibilities and shit. Right, Lauren. Exactly.
Oh, you know, I think it's fitting. I'm listening to "Bearing the Cross," Martin Luther King. But you know, there was a couple things. I made a couple clips, and you know, since it's Black History Month, I want to talk about it a little bit. I got up to the part where they did the March on Washington, and they was talking about Birmingham, and just like today, how remember we used to say back in the day, like when Sean King and D-Ray saw, you know, cops shot somebody, they would be cheering and they would, yeah, it's money time. You know what I mean? These niggas was doing the same thing. Like they was trying to provoke Bull Connor, because Bull Connor was, you know, he wasn't a white man. He tried to put that stick to you. You know what I mean? Pause. But they were trying to provoke him because they needed the media to get down there to show them, you know, police brutality and how the Southern whites were and shit like that. You know, because there were some whites that were segregationists they were nonviolent too. I think it was Albany, Georgia, the guy that was the police chief down there. He would just lock him up. He wouldn't put no hoses to niggas or nothing, because he knew he was a smart white man. He was like, man, I'm not beating these. Don't beat these niggas' heads. Just lock them up. We're not gonna beat their ass, right? Because he didn't want the bad press.
Right.
But Bull Connor, you know, he was trying to make him play the segregationists, the hardliners. So he bring the hose, he bring the dogs. But when it happened, right, they provoked Bull Connor. He sicked the dogs on him. They had a meeting with the big six in them. They was ecstatic. They was happy as hell. They was like, yeah, we got some police brutality.
Yeah.
And one of the guys there was like, he was disgusted at how they was saying this. They was like, man, he's like, man, get the hell out of here with this stuff, man. He was just really disgusted. But some of them guys in that leadership, it's SNCC and STLC, NAACP, some of them guys was happy that Bull Connor put them dogs on them niggas.
This shit was a publicity stunt. They set him up. That's why the cameras was there. You think cameras is just sitting somewhere waiting? Niggas ain't have cameras. You ain't have cell phones back then. So why was all that recorded? Because they had foreknowledge. The people with cameras, remember that back in the 50s and whatnot, cameras was expensive. Not everybody just had no video camera.
Right.
Major media had that. So they let them know, hey, yo, something going down tomorrow. We going to provoke them. They going to pull the hoses out. Let's do this. You even see in the tape, you see who old boy that died that was down in, I want to say Baltimore, his county.
Freddie Gray?
No, the dude that was a politician.
Oh, back in the day?
No, now, like recently.
John, was John Allen?
John Lewis or something like that?
John Lewis, yeah.
John Lewis. When you go watch the tape of John Lewis, he takes a dive like on some Neymar, LeBron James, I got foul type shit.
Yeah.
He takes a dive, dog. The shit was contrived. It was a publicity stunt. And that's why they was cheering, because they executed the job properly. The civil rights movement is the biggest sham in the history of America. I wouldn't say the biggest, but it's one of them. It's one of them.
It was contrived, but nobody told that white man to beat the nigga's head in. You know, how dumb are y'all? If you know it's contrived, you know the camera's there. Oh, I gotta beat this nigga's ass. You can't hold back. You know what I mean? Some of the white men, like I said in Albany, he didn't do that. He was like, "No, we're not beating these niggas' asses. We're locking them up, throwing them in jail. We're doing this properly." But you go to Birmingham, white man down there, he had the billy club. He couldn't, his mouth foaming at the mouth. He want to beat some niggas' ass, chomping at the bit, and fucking Fido out there barking at the niggas and shit. Want to tear niggas' ass off. You know, it's contrived, but how dumb do you have to be to fall for that trap?
It wasn't a trap. He was in on it too. Remember,
that's what they said too. They said he was hard on them because he wanted to run for office and he wanted to
correct
get the votes of the white men that were hard segregation.
Correct. So he was performing and they was performing. Everybody was performing. They scheduled that whole thing so he can get his votes and they could get their votes. They had to get the Negro to say, "Oh my God, look how bad it is. We need to go." Listen to how stupid it sounds. White man kicking our ass. We need to be closer to the white man. We need to integrate with this fool. He kicking our ass, but we need to share a school with him. How that shit make sense? White man so evil, I want to sit next to him. White man so evil, I want to sit next to him on the bus. White man so evil, I want to eat next to him. White man so evil, I want to hit his baseball. White man so evil, I want to spike his football. White man so evil, well, that was with the Jabari people. But white man so evil, I want to dunk a basketball. I want to share a football team. I want to share a team. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
You know, I think they should have centered more. From what I listened to the book, I think they should have centered more, leave us alone. Because some of them, like some of the black middle class neighborhoods were getting bombed and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of them were segregated themselves and stuff like that. And they were still getting messed with, but like I said, that's I don't know, it was just, in retrospect, it's a great listen, talk about Kennedy and stuff like that. And like all those groups were bickering with each other and shit like that. SNCC, NAACP, the Southern Leadership Conference, some were jealous of King and stuff like that, but it's crazy. But, and the thing about Levinson, we'll talk about this last thing to get off Black History. JFK even told King, like, "Yo, Levinson is a comic. You better stop talking to him." He told him that in the White House. King was like, "Well, you got to prove it to me." I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm listening. So I was like, "You got to be fucking shitting me, right?" Right? He wouldn't stop talking to Levinson for nothing. No. They warned King multiple times about Levinson. He said, "No, he's a great man." Matter of fact, so before the March on Washington, he said, "Okay, I'll stop talking to Levinson." Then they set up a meeting, in go-between. There was this lawyer in New York. So he would they would send notes to each other. So they wouldn't directly talk to each other. Because, they had Levinson's phone tapped. Mm-hmm. So the FBI just tapped the lawyer's phone. So he found out they were still trying to talk to each other. Mm. But that was crazy, man. I'm like, what the fuck, King? Like, I was just like, I don't know what's going with that.
How he going? That's like, you can't divorce your ghostwriter. Who gonna write your next speech? You can't divorce your ghostwriter.
He had a few ghostwriters, man.
I'm sure he did, but
But it wasn't his Levinson.
the Jabari Peoples was the main one. They had them bars. They had bars for King. Okay? I Had a Dream. Ghostwriter. You know what was another sham?
What?
We got to celebrate Claudette Colvin. Claudette Colvin is the real Rosa Parks.
Oh, yeah.
Rosa Parks, what happened? Rosa Parks was staged as well. We had a black woman, Claudette Colvin. She the one that really got kicked off the bus and moved to the back of the bus. But she was young and pregnant, so they was like, "No, we can't have this out there. She ain't the right one. Let's do it again. Let's get us a good light-skinned woman that ain't pregnant, that ain't fornicating. And let's do this over again." And then they staged it, took pictures of her on the bus, and the whole civil rights movement is one big ass fucking scam, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, Boris Kovacic, HA interview with Sonny Johnson is great. Dub Will 88. Maj Toure was speaking facts. Did you read these?
No.
Maj Toure is speaking facts on the Whoopi situation. The redacted going to take his channel down. You want to talk about Whoopi now, man?
Let's talk about Whoopi.
They suspended her black ass. She talked about the redacted. You talk about World War II and you know the thing that happened in World War II. She said it was white on white crime, basically. It wasn't a race thing. You know, it was different than slavery. Slavery was a race thing. Even though slavery, I mean, I don't, you know, I think they use race to justify it, but at the end of the day, it's a financial thing. So the powers that be didn't like what Whoopi said, and they suspended her. Now she's mad. Allegedly, she's mad. She's threatened to quit. How do you see this, man? Is this what's his name? Why do I always forget his name? Remember they had your boy who keep having babies. He just had another baby.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah. They made him walk around. They dog-to-walked him for a couple months, but they made him get go to therapy and history lessons and all that.
Walk the plank, boy. Get out here and dance, boy.
It's so weird. I'm seeing this, you know, I'm like people talking about Whoopi, like that's not a real name, and Karen, you know what I mean? I guess her name is Karen something.
Yeah.
And even I didn't know her last name was fake too, but her last name is fake too. Mm-hmm. You know, it's you know, it's funny the story about her last name. That should tell you about everything. Mm. Some people are mad at Whoopi, then some people are saying she told the truth and what's wrong with what she said and things of that nature. Matter of fact, the ADL changed the definition of racism after Whoopi's incident. Because before they just had about white and people of color. Now it's between race and ethnicity.
Hold on. I'll pull it up for you right now. The before and after, so we don't butcher this, because I know there's people listening to the audio version. And we're going to put this on the screen right now. So here you'll see the before. Hold on, I'm sorry, wrong screen. That's the slave price list. Racism. They even say interim definition. They cover their tracks. They let you know this is a definition until we get to the next one. So when you say, oh, this changed, the redacted are smarter than you, okay? People, we got to stop it. They're smarter than us. We just need to be honest. These people are 140 IQ. They know what they're doing, okay? It says interim definition. Racism occurs when individuals or institutions show more favorable evaluation or treatment of an individual or group based on race or ethnicity. Okay. Then the new one. the marginalization or oppression of people of color based on socially constructed racial hierarchy that privileges white people. It's the new definition of racism. Uncle Hotep, do you agree with that?
No, I think you said the old one first, right? Is that what you said?
I said the old one first. Yep.
Okay. So do I? Why is there an interim definition? Like, is there new races come about or something like that? Like, why are we changing definitions? Like, just like we're changing gender, the meaning of gender, and all this other stuff. Let's stop. Like, it's been the humans been the same for like the last thousands of years. Why are we changing shit in the last couple decades? Can you be? Well, I think. But to be fair, I think the new definition is probably what it should have been all along, because I think we're seeing this in this diaspora war. We're seeing other blacks hate other blacks because of their ethnicity.
But the new definition says you got to be white. If you ain't white, you can't be racist.
No, that was the old definition.
What?
You sure? Yeah. The original one was you had to be white. Then the second one, they changed it so you don't have to be white. It can be race or ethnicity. Right?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
What's their definition?
The new one is the one that say white.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I can't even go to ADL's.
Or am I wrong?
What's the ADL's website?
But they got you blocked.
I don't know what it is. Oh, it's ADL.org. That's right.
Let's see here. Do they have a search bar? Okay. Racism. Let's see what the definition is.
No,
right
the
now.
new was no. You said it.
I said
it in reverse.
I said it backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm reading off the site. The one that says racism occurs when individuals or institutions show more favorable evaluation or treatment of an individual or group based on race or ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
That's the latest one on the website. The one before it.
Oh.
Somebody said they changed it again. I'm looking right off the site, Alchemist.
No, it's right here.
I got it backwards. I'm looking right off the site.
Yeah, it's right here on the site. Race refers to the categories in which society places individuals on the basis of physical characteristics. Systemic racism. Okay, so systemic racism is a combination of systems, institutions, and factors that advantage white people and for people of color.
Right.
Cause widespread harm and disadvantage in access and opportunity. So systemic racism, they include basically it's
white. Yeah.
White. Okay, but the regular definition says racism occurs in individuals or institutions. What the? I am confusion.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess you can that should be true. But I think I don't even know what to talk about Jabari's.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Who died and made these niggas the king of black people? Like, shouldn't we be like defining what the term racism means if it's about us? They just
exactly.
They like
exactly.
We're gonna tell you what racism means.
That's the point I was talking about when they come up and call us people of color. Like, nobody asked niggas like, yo, do you want to be called people of color? Okay, yeah, bet, man. Yeah, call it. Like, knock it out. Yeah, I like that. That's thorough. No black person said it was thorough to call us a person of color. Like, nobody called. No, you didn't ask black people, you want to be called colored people? You just said it. You didn't say, well, it was thorough when we was getting called. No, we didn't say that.
No.
Like, we didn't say it was thoroughly called people of color or colored people.
We never signed off on that.
No, nobody signed off on that.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg's statements about Jabari's peoples.
Right.
Is she right?
What
Are
was her
they
exact-
are they white?
Are they whites? I mean, what is white? You talking about in the American term? In the American term, yes, they're white. But I'm not sure. To be honest, the American term of race and everything, ethnicity is wrong because we should still be going by Italian, Polish, Korean. That's what we should be going by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't go by that really anymore. It's just white and black, Asian. You know what I mean? We did away with that stuff. But by how Whoopi sees the world, I would say yes.
By Whoopi's definition?
By American definition.
By American definition, they are white.
Yeah.
Oh. So why was she suspended again?
Because
she said it was white on white crime. That's what she said. She said it was white on white crime. It wasn't racial. These was two white people going at it.
Because they're really picky about that event. You know what I mean? And if you question anything about that event, you cancel. You cancel.
Don't talk about.
They're real protective about that.
We talk about our event. You cancel.
Right.
I don't want no problems. I just want to understand. I just want to understand. So, when I'm on, the late show with whoever, I don't fumble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't talk about that. Yeah, that's why they let Nick on. You know what I mean? Nick said some stuff, but he ain't talk about that. You talk about that, you're like, no. Whoop, you sit your black ass down for a couple weeks. You're gonna just take the suspension. She's gonna act mad all she want, but you know what I mean? I don't know.
She went on the late show and doubled down.
Did she?
Yeah. She went on the late show and doubled down.
Oh, Jabbar, we got some uppity Negroes. We got some uppity Negroes. Unbelievable.
I thought she said something wild, and then I watched the clip and I'm like, she said it was white on white crime. I mean, like, I thought it was white on white crime too, but I guess we're not allowed to say that.
Hell to the no.
I mean,
anyway, Whoopi, she'll be all right. She's rich.
Both of their asses had us in chains, so I don't know what the fuck to think.
C-Marsh finally saw Madam C.J. Walker Netflix series. It was the most anti-black film since Birth of a Nation.
Why am I not surprised?
Every black man in the series was a bad guy except for W.E.D. Du Bois. Jorgen, Thaddeus needs an answer. Just saying, I know you're a legit dude. He is too. Got caught up. Craft Independence Alpaca. Okay, Big Poppy, Joe Byron was in New York City today, messing up traffic all day, talking anti-2A crap. Oh, Joe, you talking about Raheem? Raheem was in New York. Saying Glocks or weapons. Oh, Jesus, man.
I guess I got a weapon of war then.
The red lens. I think Whoopi wanted a way off the view, and this is the way to go out in a blaze. Red lens got his kufi on tight.
Yeah, he do.
Tracks. Boom. I already like y'all. Thank you, Tracks. Come back. Keep coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy, the vet Russo, Uncle Hotep for Congress. Vote for me.
I have no idea who this Uncle Hotep character is.
My bad, wrong one.
Vote for me. I need a campaign slogan. Somebody work on it. Hey, Africans doing their thing. Hard work and dedication. Ain't no hating from Mox Breed over here. Hotep Nation, Don DeMarco. Chad, Uncle on fire tonight. Jabari. I'm taking a shot every time y'all say Jabari's people. I'll probably die tonight. Shout out ABL. Shout out ABL. American culture is advertised to us. I mean, true, but we're just as part of it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's almost inevitable. Like if like we were under them, most of them, and even when we left, the niggas that left and went up north, we was just copying from white folks. We had different stuff, different music and stuff like that. But when, they start seeing us jump around doing the jig, they start doing the jig too. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's a shared thing, man.
Well, what happened was when they freed the slaves in the South, you had the Puritans coming down saying we have to educate the Negro. Educate the Negro really meant we got to make them more like us. We don't want them being like them, so let's get to them first. The redacted smart. So they wanted us to be culturally like them. It says it in Brown versus Board of Education transcript. Teach these niggas some culture. Get these niggas some culture. That's what they talk about.
MB, the same week NFL is exposed for being biased against black head coaches, Washington goes and names their team it's not the Commies, the Commanders. NFL has big issues. Ohio touch for life. Let's talk about it's Black History Month. We keep talking about the shine. Mike Flores has said. Let me just see what the thing. He's saying. First, he said the Dolphin owner wanted to give him $100K. No, it's not Mike Flores. Was it Bruce Flores?
Yeah, it's a different one.
What's his name? Brian Flores.
Brian Flores, yeah.
He said Elway came to his. He said a whole bunch of shit. He said an interview for the Denver job. He said Elway came hungover for the interview. Said ain't so Elway. Elway said that wasn't true. He said he got off a late flight. He's trying to break the systematic racism of the NFL. There's only one team that has a black head coach, Mike Tomlin, and that's been that way. I mean, if you're a black head coach, you don't get much time to correct yourself. You're on a short leash. Coaches on a short leash. Black head coaches on a shorter leash. And I don't think his record was that bad in Miami for him to get fired and stuff like that. But all these, he's accusing three teams: the Dolphins, the Giants, and Denver. He's filed a class action lawsuit saying they're sham interviews, incentivizing losses, the whole nine, 58-page lawsuit. Manhattan federal court. Oh, my.
He said they paid him they offered to pay him to lose. He was supposed to lose games.
Yeah.
And he ended up winning. Let me ask you a question.
He got and Whitlock said he's snitching, right? Because he put Belichick in there. Because this is right in the play. I'm reading right off the complaint that Bill Belichick informing plaintiff Brian Flores 3 days before his interview with the New York Giants that Brian Daboll had already been selected for the job. Jesus Christ.
But they was going to interview his ass anyway.
Yeah, so Bill, he had the Bryans mixed up. He said, yo, we're hiring Brian. Oh, you must mean Brian Flores. He's a good coach. Let me give him congratulations.
He takes the wrong dude.
That's fucked up, though. That's fucked. I didn't know it was like that. What do you think about this, man?
I don't. Let me ask you this. Who made Golden State Warriors a team that they are today?
I don't know.
I'll give you a
Steph
hint.
Curry.
It wasn't Steve Kerr. I'll give you that hint. It wasn't Steve Kerr.
It was Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson put that team together. He assembled the pieces. Steph Curry was a nobody. He put the right pieces together. He assembled the team. And as soon as he put the team together, I said, all right, thank you, nigga. We'll take it over. We'll take it over from here. So my question is, black man, how long you gonna allow the white man to pimp your ass? This isn't racism. This is nepotism. That's what we have to understand. It's not racism. It's nepotism. You ain't put in on this blunt, nigga. You ain't put
so
in
you're
on
saying
this.
it's an owner thing. Until they have minority owners, then you can hire whoever the hell you want, basically.
What I'm saying is, white people run the league. So white people gonna look out for white people. Now they gonna let your black ass help. But after you done doing your job, they gonna bring the white man in to do what they gotta do. Let's look at the mulatto that threw the football, threw the game. He threw the Super Bowl. Literally, interception in the end zone. Marshawn Lynch, Mr. What's up, African?
Oh, Russell Wilson's not a mulatto, man. See, there you go with this bullshit, man. He's black, man. Both his parents are black. He's not a mulatto. Stop. You need to apologize.
So this mulatto threw the game, right?
Thank you. Oh my God. Niggas can't get no respect, man. Put some respect in Russell Wilson's game, man. God damn.
When he act black.
Niggas fucking, you know what? Niggas full black and can't even get called non-black. This is what's wrong with the fucking.
I need to see his parents. Where the pictures at?
Come on, man. You want me to put the link in?
Let me see.
Let me find it.
What's his name? Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Let's see.
Two shines.
Let's see. Let's see what his parents look like. Let me see if this nigga's a Negro. I see his daddy. His daddy head looking kind of slick. His daddy got a perm. Come on, y'all. Hold on. I'm putting this on the screen for y'all. Tell me his daddy don't got a perm. Tell me his daddy don't got a perm, y'all. Look at this. His daddy don't got a perm? Suspect. Where's mama at? Let me see his mama. Where's mama at?
Tammy T. Wilson, man.
Is this her? Or was that grandma?
Tammy T. Wilson, that's his mom, man.
I need a DNA test. Anyway, they had a real African. Okay. They had a real African, unapologetically black man, ready to run the football into the end zone. Beast mode. His name's Beast Mode. Why didn't they give him the football on the goal line, Uncle Hotep?
They didn't want him to be the hero.
Why?
Because he would have was representing the team, when they would go to Disney World and all that other shit, man.
So what was wrong with his image that they didn't want him representing the team, Uncle Hotep?
He's too militant.
He's too what?
Militant.
What does that mean?
He
too black. He too black.
Militant.
Okay.
No, so you can't. Black is black, man. He's too culturally militant. Like he's.
He can't be controlled.
How do I say this? Yeah, that's a better term. He can't be controlled. You don't know what he's going to say. You know what Russell Wilson going to say. He going to keep everything politically correct.
Right.
Beast Mode would not keep everything politically correct, but
right.
They're both black. You're not going to take Russell Wilson's blackness, man. This is wrong. He's black. Like I don't know what you want to say.
You can cape for the nigga if you want to. You can cape for him if you want to.
I cape for truth.
The bottom line is Beast Mode had the ball ready for the goal line. They could have gave him the goal line, and they didn't want that. So why didn't the NFL? Why didn't that team? Who made the call? Who told the coach, yo, don't give it to Beast Mode. Let the mulatto throw the ball. Who did that?
Probably the owner probably told him like, yo, if you get down to it, don't get that nigga the Jesus Christ.
I rest my case. Everybody in the world knew that boy was supposed to go to beast mode, and it never did. Because he was a free nigga on the plantation.
I mean, well, what this has to do with Brian Flores? And hold on, there's a couple of things I want to touch about Brian Flores. First of all, I went on Lipstick Alley, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I went on the collie too, because they, of course, the first thing these people do, FBAs do, they gotta find out who he's married to. Now, I don't know who, like, she's light skinned. I mean, I don't know if she's Hispanic or white. He's from Honduras. He's not FBA. He's an island nigga.
His name Flores, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. So that nigga ain't Spanish.
Now, is that black to you?
You gotta ask him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember,
right?
We was on all 6 continents. Okay? We were on all 6 continents. Some of us got conquered by the European from England. Some of us got conquered by the European from France. Right? Haiti, France. Some of us got conquered by the European from Germany, Tanzania. Some of us got conquered by the Dutch, and some of them was Spain. So you're gonna have niggas speaking Spanish. The question is, does he call himself black? Now I'm sure when he walk up in that courtroom, he gonna want to be black.
Well, true. But
I think POC.
If can he speak Spanish? That should tell it. If he speaks Spanish, man, then I don't know. He's Honduran, right? Mm-hmm. Both his parents were from Honduras,
right? It just depends on
Afro-Latino, Jabari said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus. Mm-hmm. Going deep in the rabbit hole. This is the great Black History Month episode. God damn. But does he have a case, man? Does he have a case? Let's get to it. Like, how are you? So you're saying not guilty. I mean, you're saying the NFL is not guilty.
NFL is not guilty. Take your black ass on and go fucking be a doctor or a lawyer. Stop playing football. Stop crying. Stop crying. This ain't your game, Sean. You don't own the NFL. White men don't owe you shit. You continue to run your black ass to the sport, and you run around moving that football from one end of the field to the other. You smack each other upside the head, give each other concussions. You can't talk after 10 years. Then you want to complain. You had your own league, Sean, but you wanted to be in the white man's league. Not guilty. Go get a life.
I don't know what to say.
They gave you the Rooney Rule. Yep.
Well, the Rooney Rule, they're trying to contend the Rooney Rule is just a farce, so they can just make it look good, but they can keep hiring whoever they want to hire. Just like what they did with the Giants. You know, fucking...
You can't legislate out racism. If a nigga don't like you, he don't like you. No matter what law you place. If a nigga don't like you, he don't like you. If he gonna look out for his own people, gonna look out for his own people. I look out for Hoteps first. Everybody comes second. Hoteps, if you Hotep, you got Hotep in your name, you rock with us, you've been contributing, you come first. Everybody else comes second. That's nepotism. It's not racism, it's nepotism. So if the white man went there and built his league, and you decided to be the thing he built it off of, and never got you a team. You ain't never at one point say, maybe we should own a team.
Well, that's another thing. Well, listen, if niggas tried to buy teams before. If they don't let niggas buy the team, get a franchise, then what is that then?
They don't want your black ass in there. Maybe you need to stop running that football and see how effective that league is with the white man running the football. I bet you won't nobody tune in.
Bullshit.
Who gonna watch a bunch of white men play football?
White folks.
No, they not. Black people
They'll
are the
watch
most
that
watched
shit.
thing ever. Why?
Half will be like, God damn, thank God they got these niggas off my screen. I can watch football again. Then get a whole bunch of people say, God damn, they got the niggas off the team, man. We can watch, we can cheer again. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know, man. But they're caught. I mean, that Belichick text. They called him out there. You know, I think he's going to settle out. NFL's going to give him a bag.
For what? What did they do wrong? What is they going to be guilty of?
Of a sham interview. If you already have a guy hired, the Giants already had a guy hired.
What does the Rooney rule say?
That you have to interview a minority coach, Kennedy.
Did they interview him?
But do you have to interview?
Did they interview?
Yes.
Okay, done.
Yes.
You ain't got no case. We interviewed your black ass. We had a coach already, but we interviewed you.
What the fuck? Is it an interview if the job ain't even open? Is it an interview?
If I sit down and I talk to you and I ask you some questions and you answer them, it's an interview. That's what an interview is. You want me to look at the definition of interview? They interviewed his black ass. And he already had a coach. Thank you for interview. Bye. We followed the Rooney rule. But we already had our coach. We don't need your ass. Go.
Man, I'm reading over this criminal complaint. Yeah, you might be right. He's not. They got discrimination against Colin Kaepernick in here, man.
You definitely not winning.
They put this shit in and sent it to the white man court, man.
If you threw Colin Kaepernick name in it, you definitely not winning because he didn't have a case. Colin Kaepernick was offered a contract and turned it down. It's not the same. You cannot include discrimination when you have a contract that you didn't deserve because you was a trash ass QB and you turned it down and then want to turn around and scream, I'm Toby, I'm Toby, I'm Toby after you turned down the contract. You can't do that.
NFL's attempt to pander during the widespread societal racial protests talks about Gruden. The concussion settlement discriminated against black players. Oh my gosh. They got Gruden's emails in here. Jesus. Lips the size of Michelin tires.
He didn't say that.
That's what Gruden said, yeah, in his email, yeah.
He said lips the size of Michelin tires.
Yeah.
See, that's the shit that might be able to win you a case. You're going to need something like that from Belichick. If you ain't got nothing like that from Belichick, you're not winning that case, yo.
But I don't know why he put this about Gruden. They got Gruden out the league.
Exactly.
So I don't know why you even put that in the case.
Because they don't have a case. That's why they reaching. That's called reaching. They reaching for Kaepernick. They reaching for Gruden. And the judge gonna look at that shit and say, go get a job. Go learn from your African buddies and be a doctor.
Cannon Hotep, late to the party, soldiers prohibited for no jab now.
Yeah, a long time.
Boris, the definitions keep changing to help undermine society. Yuri Bezmenov's been told us. George Orwell been told us.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 584 in the room. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the share button. 224 likes. Let's get these likes over 400. Come on, what y'all doing? Help us beat the algorithm. Jabari of Judah. Jabari's people are spicy way. East, West, and South African Jabari peoples are black. North African Jabaris are a mix of Arab, Berber, and black. Indian Jabaris are Arab, Indian mix. Chinese Jabaris are a mix of Chinese and European.
A lot of Jabaris in this world. I want to be one.
What the fuck, man?
Y'all see my shit? Y'all see my shit right here? I'm joining up. You see my shit right here?
Oh my God.
I'm joining the winning team, baby.
You're out of control, man.
Mama ain't raised no food.
Fudge man, you got to check out more calls into Judge Joe Brown. Explains it all. Hotep and Bill. This of them landlords, bagel boys are white. Kazar's Goldberg was right. Jason Rose, Whoopi got suspended because the other white meat owns. Mr. Scott J87, this is great. Jesus eating food, Uncle face brushing. Mr. DG456, those Hondurans got good hair, left eye didn't even need a weave. Mm-hmm. Kamar Daniel, his lawyers said Flores was the Rosa Parks of the NFL.
You're not winning with that. This is terrible.
No.
If they wanted to win, they should have called me. I'd have been able to put a better case up than that.
This is terrible, man.
You're not gonna win.
Niggas taking L's all Black History Month.
They do.
Matter of fact, and there was. Matter of fact, we're still on Black History Month. There was HBCU bomb threats. The first 2 days, there was bomb threats. I said it was going to be false flag February. We all know who this. I mean, I don't know. It's funny, like if you do these phone threats, man. Like I want to say, like 50% of the time, it's a false. It's some disgruntled person of that group calling it in. That's what it seemed like to me. Yeah. But nobody got hurt, so I don't know.
You know why?
Midterms, right?
Mm-hmm. Niggas gotta get out there and vote.
Man, that's crazy, man.
White man, so get out there and get to them polls. We got to beat the Republicans. Don't make me call in a bomb threat.
Yeah. Speaking of NFL, the Washington Commander, they got a new name for the Washington football team. The Washington Commanders. What is Commanders about? How did the Commanders get there?
That's a trash ass name. I need to fire everybody involved with selecting that name. They went from.
What would you have went with?
They went from Redskins to the Colonists.
I think they should have probably just kept the Washington football team.
Washington Hoteps. You say you should have kept the Redskins?
Well, yeah, I think they should have really kept the Redskins, but if they changed it, they shouldn't have went with Commanders. That sounds like some fucking shit that was on fucking Batman and fucking Bane. You know how they was playing football and shit and they blew up the fucking stadium and shit?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like them fucking cheap ass names, man. But
that shit trash, bro.
I don't know.
I could have came up with a better name than that.
Crystal Echo Hawk, executive director of the nonprofit organization Alumni Native, had called Wednesday a momentous moment and said they could put a horrible chapter to rest. There's still a lot of healing that needs to happen, so I don't think the team's work in regards to reconciliation and healing is over. The NFL is not done. Crystal Echo Hawk added. The Kansas City Chiefs have to step up and follow the lead and be on the right side of history. I hate that term. I hate that term. Can we talk about this term, the right side of history? Stop it. It's lazy. It's dumb. It's like, it's basically propaganda. What do you mean the right side of history? What does that even fucking mean? Were we on the right side of history when we invaded Iraq? No, we're on the wrong side of history.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody says anything. So I guess it's okay. You don't know what the right side of history is. You haven't even fucking lived the future yet. Just because you can say the right side of history, that doesn't mean you're right. It doesn't mean you're moral. If you're putting a gun to a person's head and say, you better change it or you better be on the right side of history, that doesn't mean you're right. If people make a change on their own free will, then yeah, you can say that. But if you're forcing them through propaganda and all these other shit, through jail, go throw people in jail and all this other shit, that doesn't mean that you're on the right side of history. History is history. There shouldn't be no side on it. I'm going to say it again. History is history. There shouldn't be any side on it. 3 times for Dr. Omar. History is history. There should be no side on it. I just hate that term.
I feel you.
I see it all the time, man. I'm just like, oh my God.
I feel you. You're absolutely right. It's some BS. You know what the big trick here is?
Yeah.
You ever play with a dog and you pretend to throw something, but you really ain't throw shit?
Yeah.
That's us fighting racism. White man be like, look, and our dumbasses go, oh, he did something. He ain't did shit. He ain't did nothing. He changed the name of a football team. That ain't gonna do anything for your black ass. Brian Flores, he win, ain't gonna do nothing for your black ass. Jay-Z signed a contract with the NFL, ain't gonna do nothing for your black ass. They took down some statues, nothing. They changed your name from colored people to people of color, nothing. That's the trick. Cut the check, motherfucker. That's what I want to hear. Tell me I ain't got to pay taxes no more. That's what I want to hear. Sean's love that what do they call it? Moral victories. These little emotional victories. These the type of niggas that want an apology. Oh, we want white people to apologize. I don't want them to apologize. Anything. I would like to stop paying taxes in this scam ass system. That's what I would like. How about that for my reparations? That's all I ask. All this changing football team names and whatnot. All this, oh yeah, I got to teach black history. No, please don't teach my kids no black history. That is our job to teach black history.
Right.
That is our
Exactly
job.
right.
We don't ask motherfuckers to go teach Indian history when the Indians come over here. We don't ask them to teach Asian history when the Asians come over here. That is your responsibility to teach your kids your history. That is your community's job. If you allow the white man to teach you your history, you won't know your history.
Right.
He gonna give you like what the dude said about the Netflix joint, Madam C.J. Walker. He gonna make the black man the bad guy. And the coon the good guy. So you grow up thinking you got to be the coon.
Right.
That's how smart they are. Because I want to see myself on TV. I want to see myself on TV. You see yourself too much on TV, Sean. Turn it off. You need to see yourself in the hospital as a doctor.
Right.
You need to see yourself in the courtroom, not on one side of the stand, but on the other side of the stand. You need to be the judge and not the defendant.
Yeah.
You on the wrong side of everything. Because you're worried about the wrong things. You need to look at the positions of power. If we were going to integrate into any one of these sports teams, you first would have had to integrate at the ownership level first. You integrated at the lowest level possible, the player. That's stupid. That's just dumb. If you integrated into the league, you'd have said, you know what? We got a team. They have an owner. They have a manager. They have a coach. And we all black. And we bringing our all black team to your league. Not just, what's his name? Frankie Robinson? What's his name? Franklin Robinson?
Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, Frankie Robinson. Right? They bring his dumb ass in there. And he going to hit the baseball for the white man. They call that integration. We always accept the meaningless gesture. If you wanted to integrate, you should have integrated at the ownership level first. When the NFL said they didn't want your black ass, till they realized they can get a pretty penny watching O.J. Simpson run that football, y'all should have said, no, you don't get to watch our black men run the football unless we getting cut, unless we cutting checks. I don't even want to get cut the check. I want to cut the check. I don't write rhymes, I write checks. What did he say? How many niggas in the football league is cutting checks? Who's writing the checks in the NFL football league? Niggas ain't writing them checks. They getting the check cut to them. That's not integration, Sean.
Facts.
So you wanted to accept being on TV, but the position of power is the one that's not on TV. The office. You need to see your ass in the office. In the boardroom. What Kanye tell y'all? The boardroom. You want to be all in front of the TV, shucking and jiving. Dancing. Running the football. You got to do both. You got to do both. When a white man called me up for a brand endorsement, you know what I tell him? You got a board seat for me? You got equity for me? No? I can't endorse your brand then. Can't do it. Unless you throw in that fat, stupid check. But I ain't taking a couple of shekels. I ain't taking a couple. We could partner up like the Grifties. We could partner up. You could sponsor that event. That's a beautiful partnership. But to say Hotep Jesus will endorse this brand and you don't make me part owner? I ain't stupid. That's why the Chinese lapping your ass. Don't get me started.
So anyway, yeah, the new name for Washington football team, the Commanders, whatever. There was actually another story. Kamar Daniels, Laura says, I read that Punks McGee, they found Michael K. Williams killers. Do these black NFL coaches ever consider maybe the owners just don't like them as individuals? Let me answer that first, the second part. I think part of it is a lot of them owners are worried about, season tickets and stuff like that. You got to understand the majority of people buying them season tickets is white. Is certainly a lot of these cities and shit like that. So a lot of them don't like, they put a shine in the coach. They might not. They got the numbers. They got the data. They know they'll have a loss, a little bit of loss. So if you have a little bit of loss and then they struggle out the gate a little bit. That's probably another reason, and another reason they got to talk to these people because they got to go out and, when you're a football team, You know, you're a major part of the community. You go out to schools, you go out to everywhere. You're everywhere. You know what I mean? And he's got to represent the football team. So that's probably why, you know, they don't have as many blacks. But did you see that Michael K. Williams video? I looked for the video. I couldn't find it.
Who the hell is Michael K. Williams?
The dude
from The Wire?
Yeah.
Oh, he got murdered?
No, he cops. They got a video of him copping smack on the street.
And that's how he went out?
Yeah, it was laced with fentanyl, but they got a video of him copping on the street. Like, how are you an actor? Major stuff, win awards. You still copping from the street. That's crazy.
Street got better shit. How about this, though? How about this angle?
Oh.
Who was the one that was looking for the tape? How come when a black man died, they got to try to tarnish his image? All of a sudden, they got a tape of him copping.
They did it to find the killer because they knew he had bad dope.
Did they find the killer?
They knew he got, huh?
They find the killer?
Some Spanish boy sold some dope. Yeah, they charged the guy. They
charged the guy.
Yeah,
and so we not talking about the guy that got charged. We talking about the fact that he copping dope. You see how they play us? First of all, there's nothing wrong with doing drugs. Let's just start there. Okay?
Oh, here comes this libertarian bullshit, man.
If you want to fucking kill yourself, knock yourself out. I'm not going to judge you. Party all you want. Now, I ain't going to do it, and I wouldn't recommend the Hoteps do that shit. But if an individual wants to go and party, that's his freedom to do so, and I'm not judging him.
Irvin Cartagena, Hector Robles, Luis Cruz, and Carlos Mechi were arrested on Tuesday when they were charged with conspiracy to distribute and possess with intent to distribute fentanyl, and analog fentanyl and heroin. According to the court filings, the charge carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years in prison and a maximum of 40 years.
Lock their asses up. You selling bad dope. You now that's wrong. Selling shit that you say is one thing and then it's another. No, you got to sit down. If I was the governor, I'd give him the death penalty. Selling bad drugs? Death penalty. You're supposed to sell that good shit.
Cartagena, who allegedly personally gave Michael K. Williams heroin laced with fentanyl and fentanyl analog, is also charged with causing the actor's death and is facing a minimum sentence of 20 years in prison. That's a done deal for them, boy. Cash is Scam should have been the Washington gender fluid druids. Mr. Scott J87, Jesus Jabari en route, the Washington Jabaris. Mr. DG456, the Washington Colts are still red and yellow. Are they the PLA Commanders? White Shine, honest, if the redacted is the winning team and run the show, why is the redacted land on the fourth thingy? If it's so bad, FTR, I think it is bad. I'm not even gonna try to figure that out. Tune in, drop out. I've never seen Unk that fired up. Right side of history is just a mental trick to get someone to agree with your point of view.
Oh, you missed the sixth rant. He must have missed the sixth rant. That was the most fired up he was. 1776, motherfucker.
Hotep Tiger, it's all about Hotep history, and it's not celebrated in one damn month either. Hotep and Build.
Yeah.
They still try to get Joe Rogan out of here, man.
They need to
is this just a distraction, man? Like, what is, like these artists I never heard of? Like, who cares? You know,
it's Mary Trump now.
Oh yeah, Mary Trump.
Mary Trump, the new grifter.
Right. Oh, maybe you want to play that? They had a little response. I think he put on Instagram. He responded, like he just said he wants to do better, hearing different sides of the equation and stuff like that. but I think he hasn't released a podcast since the 24th of January or something like that.
Yeah.
But Spotify says they're defending, they defend their handling of Joe Rogan.
They're not turning down 11 million viewers, dog. Numbers speak. They said they're going to put a warning label on his episodes.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
Whenever he's talking about, or anybody's talking about that type of topic, they're going to put that warning message. They need to put a warning message on the CDC, but that's another story.
But the thing is, Joe Biden and Jen Psaki said something about Joe Rogan. She said, yeah, the White House is chiming in. She said they could do more. Psaki cheers Spotify warning on Yami podcast, say more should be done. This disclaimer is a positive step, but we want every platform to continue doing more to call out misinformation, disinformation, while also uplifting accurate information. Psaki said in response to a reporter's question at a regular press briefing. Look at the facts, right? You're 16 more times. I hate, oh my God. I'm tired of hearing these more times. You're 16 more times to be like if you don't got the Yamin, it's 68 more times you're like there's someone who was boosted. Like, come on, man. Obviously, no one cares at this point. Obviously, no one cares. I just went to the doctor there. He was like, "You got that? You want the Yamin?" I was like, "No." He was like, "All right." Like he knows. That should be it. That should be it. You want it? All right, now. Well, I mean, keep it moving. Mm-hmm. Stop talking about this. If you don't got it by now, nobody's going to get it. Like, I don't understand this, man. And we have the White House talking about we want to censor people. I don't understand it. And we talking about China. At least China has the sense to censor stuff that is detrimental to society.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. They censor what they supposed to censor. Exactly. OnlyFans.
Hip hop in China, like, nah. OnlyFans, hip hop, no. Get that shit out of here.
Right.
Us? You can have more hip hop, more OnlyFans, less Joe Rogan. Unbelievable, man.
If Karl Marx was alive today, he'd smile at the United States of America and say, "This was my dream."
I'm going to read Rogan's statement. The problem I have with the term misinformation, especially today, is that many of the times that we thought as things that we thought of as misinformation just a short while ago are now accepted as fact. And he goes on, and I'm not going to read the stuff he says, but he was right on the money about the stuff.
The stuff you got suspended for last year is basic information today.
Now, Rogan says one of the things that Spotify wants to do that I agree with is at the beginning of these controversial podcasts, specifically these ones about Yamin, is to put a disclaimer and say that you should speak with your physician and that these people, the opinions they express are contrary to the opinions of the consensus of experts, which I think is very important. Rogan said, sure, have it on there. I'm very happy with that. Like he don't care. He just put it on there.
Okay, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm Joe Rogan, bitch.
But I mean, that just like, that's what you should say. Like, speak to your physician.
Right.
But who's experts? Like, I'm tired. That's another term I'm tired about. What did the experts say? Like, what makes them an expert? And why are you choosing these? You can choose whatever experts you want. Oh, hey man, you want to be an expert? You say this, and this, and that. Okay. They pick 5 of them people. They all say the same goddamn thing. And you talk to somebody else. Hey, Tanai, you want to be an expert? What do you think about this? well, I don't know. You know what I mean? And Tanai gives a whole spiel. We're like, no. All right, man. Hang the phone up. Hey, like, you know what I'm saying?
Not
like,
that
that's
expert.
The thing. Yeah. They're picking these experts, man. It's a sham, man. I can't believe so many people fell for this shit, man. It's just, I don't know.
They saying,
it's stunning.
They saying Rogan dropped an interview today. He dropped the episode.
Oh, he did?
He dropped the episode today.
Oh, okay. That's good. He's keeping moving. You seen that Jeff Zucker, the CNN president, resigned?
Yeah.
He was smashing one of his staffers, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm. These are people we got news from. Mm-hmm.
It's really crazy, man.
Mm-hmm. It's against company policy, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can't be smashing like
employees.
No, especially the president. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Plenty of hoes in this world. But you know, they say most people meet like their significant other at work. It's either school or work, really? I think. Yeah, they say school or work is usually where people meet their significant other. Hotbed for dating.
Oh, I mean, there are when I used to go in, like, when I first started, there was a lot of people was messing around, but a lot of people was like, man, some people have that rule, don't mess with nobody at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you learn your lesson. After you come into work and she kicking your desk computer off deleting your emails and shit.
You see Lindsey Graham, and he wants to, Biden still has to, I guess he hasn't picked the black woman he's going to nominate. So we're still waiting for that. You see that every woman that I swear every woman that they think he's going to nominate. Mm. Now, I'm just saying people looked at this. Not that it should matter. Every woman that none of them was married to a black man. Somebody put the pictures up and everything. I was like, one looked crazy hell. Like, and it wasn't even like a Chad. None of them were Chads. There was no Chads. Mm-mm. There was like, I don't know what the name was. Timothy.
Elliot.
Yeah, so some of the people was crying about that, but Lindsey Graham, he says that it make the court look more like America.
It's a big no for me. Like, you put one of them black women in there, we gonna be back in chains. Triple jabbed up.
Oh, hold on, man. Triple jabbed up.
Quadruple jabbed up.
Oh, you're right about that. I mean, but since
you ain't gonna have no guns. You ain't gonna be free.
Hold on, man.
I don't trust it.
You made a video yesterday about your chest tone, right?
Mm-hmm. About what?
Your chest game. Your chest,
oh yes,
you did the chest tone.
Yeah. Have you ever kissed a white queen before? I keep my white queen right here.
Start the court, man. Start the court. No, come on, man. Like, try to let you go.
All rise for the Honorable Uncle Hotep. Hotep Court is now in session.
All rise with Honorable Uncle Hotep.
At ease, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, it's February 2nd, 2022. No, let's not even do the numerology.
Nah, you got to do the numerology.
2, 2, 2. It's 6, man. It's 666, isn't it? You gotta put this tweet. Hold on. I want you to put this evidence up on the screen. You need to put this evidence right up on the screen.
All right, hold on. Let me put it up there. There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen. No, when he put this on the 2nd. He posted this on the 2nd.
February 2nd.
Have you ever kissed a white queen before? Knowing damn well it's the 2nd day of Black History Month. He just got on last month talking about he's interviewing queens, black queens all month, right?
Yeah.
And which he has, which we appreciate.
I got another black queen coming on tomorrow, Project Rook.
And he got nerve to say, have you ever kissed a white queen before on the 2nd day of Black History Month? This is a troll job. He knew what he was doing. You see, this is the thing. He knew his Black History Month. He's like, let me throw this out there, see if anybody bite for it. See, he throwing this bait out for the shine to see if they bite. And this is disrespectful to try to troll the African American, the Akata to shine on the 2nd day of Black History Month. It was not necessary. You probably got it just as much in game saying you ever kissed a black queen before. But no, you try to be funny. You try to like, I'm gonna get these niggas down today. And bring your white queen out and try to somebody say inspired by my MLK. Oh my gosh. This is great. I am charging you with trolling. Black History Month. It was unnecessary troll attempt. And how do you plead?
I plead not guilty.
What is your defense?
Well, it's quite simple. America has been polarized, not only by the White House, but also mainstream media. We have been victims of pitting each other against each other. Black versus white, white versus black. And it has been a detriment to the fabric of American freedom. I, on the other hand, am bringing us closer together. And I'm not looking at colors. I'm looking at a chess game. And I'm talking about chess pieces. Now, that's the problem with you guys. This is a white queen. In chess, you have you have white pieces and you have black pieces.
Somebody clip that. He said it right. This is a white queen. We need that soundbite. We need that soundbite, man.
This is a white queen. Okay? Now, if you see me kissing a white queen chess piece and you think of white women, it says more about where your mind is than mine. I plead not guilty.
Poll up, man. Poll. No, put that poll up, man. Don't try right now. Do you want me to do it?
What you talking about?
Oh, you stolen that.
Wait, what you talking about? I missed it.
Put the poll up. Put it
oh, the
up.
poll.
Guilty
Oh, the
or not
poll.
guilty.
Okay.
Poll.
Okay. Oh, let me see.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's answer this poll honestly. 581 in the room. Let's get everybody voting. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that share button.
Am I guilty of trolling? It's a white queen. It's literally a white queen. It's the baby right here. Y'all don't play chess? This is the strongest piece on the chessboard. Have you ever kissed a white queen before? See?
I can't wait. I'm gonna cut this one. I gotta be. That's a nice drop.
So what's gonna happen when I say? What's gonna happen when I say? Have you ever kissed a black queen before?
They're gonna show you some love.
See, it's not fair. I should be able to kiss all the queens.
72% guilty. All keep it running. Keep voting, ladies and gentlemen. 124 votes.
Yeah, exactly, Snazzy. Jury nullification. I'm doing that shit every week for Black History Month too. Fuck your holiday, nigga.
Let's keep it moving. John O'Ryan, white man charging the Spanish man to keep it off the miser. Damn, Joe, they taxing you? Cassius Cam, 99% of experts agree with whoever pays them to. I gotta take that one. Thank you, Cassius.
Uh-oh. Is that a tweet still?
Yeah. Daniel Hawk, Rogan contested the disclaimer system and dropped a new interview with Gavin McInnes. He's an expert on being canceled.
Yeah, he is.
Daniel Hawk, Biden voted twice against the first black woman nomination for federal court. But I think he just nominated one today, though. Or yes, I seen on Lipstick Out he nominated some black woman to a federal circuit court.
I
heard.
Huh?
Go ahead.
He didn't get Janice Brown Rogers.
Oh, really? Who's that?
Oh, that's the queen. That is the queen. Janice Rogers Brown. She is a beast. Okay. She's the one that all the Democrats, Obama, Chuck Schumer, Feinstein, Clinton, Biden, they all voted nay on her when she was going to be a circuit judge in DC. She was telling these Shans, I'm gonna show you what they this is funny. I'm gonna bring this up on the screen. I did a presentation on this. Watch this. I'm gonna show you how badass this woman is. This is who we need. She'd have told Brian Flores to get his punk ass out the court. How about that? Says right here, Brown's opinions on civil rights and discrimination cases are perhaps the most troubling part of her career. The trial court found that the employer had creating a hostile work environment through the use of racial slurs directed at Latino employees. Brown dissented, arguing that the First Amendment protects the use of racial slurs in the workplace.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
That's my kind of judge. She said, you can't sue for emotional distress.
Okay.
And I agree. What the hell is it? Right here. Unlike the courts, Brown found that the State Department of Fair Employment and Housing Commission, unlike the courts, did not have the right to award damages for emotional distress. Koenig versus Fair Employment and Housing Commission. Emotional distress. She is straight up libertarian, dog. She wrote some shit. I'm gonna show you her speech. She wrote a speech. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I'm gonna bring a speech up right here. She a beast. I think it's number 22. No, it's not that one. She wrote a speech that I covered, and in this speech, she was talking about debased and debauched culture. Here it go, right here. A whiter shade of pale. And she begins this speech and she says, talk about, thank you for, inviting me, blah, blah, blah. And she says, there are so few true conservatives left in America that we should probably be included on the endangered species list. Janice Rogers Brown is a queen, and Black History Month needs to celebrate this woman. Shout out to Janice Rogers Brown, a real one.
Sounds interesting.
She's a queen.
I never really heard of her. Where's she from?
I believe she started out in Cali. I'm not sure, but she well educated, Harvard or something like that. She got her paperwork, but she conservative, and they don't like that. But she call it how she see it, man. She call it how she see it. It's very common sense, and she doesn't want to see the Constitution obliterated.
Nice. Yeah, but they're not gonna. They're not there.
Right. They're gonna get you somebody that's gonna triple jab you up.
It's a shame. But also Biden, they announced President Biden announced on Thursday that a U.S. Special Forces raid in Syria resulted in the death of Abu Ibrahim al-Hashimi al-Karasi. God, the long ass name, the leader of ISIS. The Syrian Civil Defense says that 13 people were also killed, including 6 children and 4 women.
Hold on, let me run the verdict back. Looks like I'm guilty.
Order.
Run that up. 204 votes, 74% guilty. That's a high. Hang that nigga, guilt. Man. Hang that nigga now.
Y'all terrible. I'm gonna remember this. ISIS back. You're right. It's false flag month. False flag February. They done pull ISIS out the woodwork.
The Associated Press reported that several residents said they saw body parts scattered near the site of the raid. A house in the Idlib province of the northwestern Syria, in an Al-Qaeda hotbed. The top floor of the house was reportedly destroyed completely, and blood could be seen on the walls and floor of what remained. The AP notes that the remaining structure included a bedroom with a children's crib on the floor, and that a plastic children's swing was hanging on one of the damaged walls. We're back to killing kids. Drone, but this was an F-16. This wasn't a drone strike. That's terrible, man. This creates more terrorists. Like. Probably we funded this guy anyway. He's probably on our payroll at one time or the other. We probably know we trained him at one point or the other because we were using them to attack my man.
Syria or Iraq?
Assad. No, we're talking about Syria. We're using them to attack Assad, or at least letting them, turning a blind eye to it. And now we want to clean some slate because he didn't want to do what we want him to do. So you bomb his crib and he got his whole family in his house, killing women and kids.
I don't even think this nigga exists.
And his old ass gonna come up there and make remarks about it.
Who, Biden?
Yeah.
Jab Crow Joe?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
I didn't listen to it. They had it's like 4 minutes long. He just came out and said, we killed him and all that stuff like that.
They doing anything to get him a win. That's what that's about. Because he got no wins in the win column. So they had to contrive one. They found any little house with some rubble, took a picture of that shit, That shit probably been blew up since 1990. They took a picture of that shit and said, "Oh yeah, we got somebody." This nigga don't even exist. I don't believe this story. I'm sorry.
Let me catch up on super chats.
Where the police cameras at? The body cam. Body cam footage.
They killed somebody. They definitely did. Daniel Hawk, Biden voted twice against the first black woman nomination for federal court. Lauren, what up, Lauren? Will appeal the 19th. And McIntyre, $9.99 donation. Thank you. SoCal Lance, as long as my favorite content creators don't pull a Jack Murphy, we cool, not guilty. Come on, SoCal.
Pause, dog. You shouldn't even be thinking about that.
I forgot all about that.
Word.
Jack Murphy. Daniel Hawk, did you see the video where Jill walked Brandon away from the podium like he was trying to earn a Scott's merit badge? Speaking of Scouts, do you eat Girl Scout cookies, man? What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I can't eat them dry ass shits.
You don't like Girl Scout cookies?
No.
You're an evil dude. Man.
I am.
You gotta be the
I'm
most
a hater. I am a hater. I hate them shits. They take up space in your house. People always trying to sell them to you.
I like the peanut butter joints. They got two kinds of peanut butter wafers and the chocolate wrapped in peanut butter.
They good.
That's good stuff, man. Yeah, it's great, man. I only bought I bought some a couple weeks ago, but I'm not buying anymore. You know, I only buy like one pack. You know what I mean? I got a whole bunch, and I end up eating them all. So I went to the doctor. He said you gained too much weight. I got to stop. But you know, it was good, man.
Yeah. Oh, good for you, man. I'm glad you like those things because I don't. More for you, man. You know, I support the Girl Scouts. You know, our household supports the Girl Scouts when they sell them. You know, but I myself, Hotep Jesus, I don't got time for that. For no Girl Scout cookies. I like my cookies soft and warm.
You're right, but I know like chocolate chip cookies, I can only have them like soft.
Has to be soft.
Like I can't. Like Pog says she eats the hard chocolate chip cookie. I'm like, you crazy. I'm looking, I'm like I can't do that. All right, no way. I mean, it's gotta be hard. It's gotta be soft, right? Pause.
If I had a blunt, I'm liable to eat one of them shits. You know what I'm saying? Because like you just want something sweet, right? But if I ain't had no blunt, like I'm not eating no crunchy ass chocolate chip cookie. No, thank you. I need mine's warm and soft with the chocolate chips just melting. That's what I need.
Definitely.
What happened to Thandie Newton?
Who's Thandie Newton?
She an actress. What she do? Let me see. What Thandie Newton do? Thandie Newton has said she wants to apologize every day to darker skinned actresses for not representing them. Look like she got some white guilt.
See, this is what happens when you don't recognize Russell Wilson as black, man. You sit there, the light skin. Listen, light skin coalition. I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm not as dark as I used to be when I was younger. Yeah, I used to be outside a lot, so I'm not as dark as I used to be. I consider myself close to dark skin or dark skin. You know what I mean? Light skin coalition. Stop apologizing to these dark skin folks. Stop apologizing to them. You don't have to apologize. Stop apologizing for being who you are. Just don't. This is the problem. Dark skinned niggas have become acting like light skinned niggas. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how this happened. When I was growing up, dark skinned niggas used to be, you know what I mean? You wouldn't fuck with no dark skinned nigga like that. You know what I mean? They was self-confident and everything. Come year 2022, dark skinned niggas have something about their complexion. And they're blaming light-skinned folks. And now these light-skinned folks want to come out and start saying, I should represent dark-skinned people. Like, oh, this nut-ass shit, man. Define who you are. It doesn't matter if you're like you light as Steph Curry, light as Russell Wilson, dark as Seal. Be fine with who you are. That's all it has to be. I'm tired of you. Like, I'm dark-skinned myself. Just y'all need to shut the hell up. Stop crying about movie roles and stuff like that. They don't have enough dark-skinned women, people, men or women on the TV. Turn the TV off first and foremost, you shine, you idiot. Stop basing your whole reality, your whole personality off TV shows. You need to be, you know what? You wonder why FBA ate us. You know why these Nigerians and everybody else passing y'all? Y'all watching TV, they're in the books. Y'all watching TV, they're in the books. Y'all watching Insecure, they're in the physics book. Y'all watching, what's that California show where they selling that, another TV show, y'all selling dope again. You know, you watch that shit. Y'all in that book, y'all watching that bullshit on TV. They in the medical book. It was just on the tip of my tongue too. What the fuck is the name of it? Y'all know the name of it. Come on, somebody tell you. He ain't gonna tell me.
California selling dope. Which one?
It's kind of like 80s.
BMF?
No,
BMF, that's Detroit. 80s. Euphoria? Snowfall. Y'all watching Snowfall, they're in the medical books, studying. I never seen Snowfall. I don't know nothing about Snowfall. It's a new one. I seen the name before, I never watched it. So tell me what you think about what she has to say here.
All right, go ahead. Play. Look, put the link in the
I'm just going to read it. I'm going to just read it.
Oh, you'll read it? Okay.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She said, it's been very painful to have women that look like my mom. She said, mom. Women that look like my mom feel like I'm not representing them, that I'm taking from them, taking their men. Shout out to my light-skinned queens out there. Hey!
Oh my God.
Light-skinned girls. Yeah. Hey, listen. Darky. If you can't compete, then you just can't. It's not that serious. Men aren't.
It is that serious, though.
No, nobody's choosing light-skinned women over dark-skinned women. It's not happening. It's not happening.
I can't believe you said that with a straight face. Jeez, Lord have mercy.
Who's doing that?
Nigga, you.
That's not true. That's not true. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's going, oh, I can't date this brown skin girl. Give me a light skinned one. That's not true. That's not what's happening.
But they're making her feel like she didn't just come up with that with no one. They're making them light skinned women feel that way.
You got busted dark skinned women angry at the world because nobody want them, and they think it's a light skin thing. No, it's your attitude that nobody want to date you. It's your attitude. Them light skinned women. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. They white women with color. That's what they attracted to. Because they got a little bit more refinement on them. A little more couth. They're a little less ghetto. Nah, you got some light-skinned ghettos out there. You got some light-skinned ghettos. But for the most part, the light-skinned woman thinks she's white. And she acts white. And she wants a white life. And I don't blame her. Get your whiteness on, baby girl. I want to be white too.
Hotep.
It's Black History Month. This is how we celebrate. But nobody's choosing you because of your skin color. They choosing you because you writing scripts for TV that got black men doing crazy mess. Because you don't know how to act in public. Because you can car. You ghetto. Now, I know when Serena Williams hit the timeline, the brothers get in line. Am I wrong? They not saying, oh, she dark skinned, we don't want her. They see them thighs, they see that ass, and they go, give me that. Skin color has gone out the window. The only person mad at light-skinned women is this small group, because I've seen a lot of fine brown-skinned sisters that have no problems getting men. No problems getting black men.
Right.
Shut up, Robert. Dank burrito get me. So does that mean Thandi has to now cry on social media because these black women are attacking her for she's taking their roles, taking their men. They're treating her like a white woman. I feel bad. Thandi, stay strong, baby.
She grifting. I can't believe she grifted them off. It's crazy, man.
But she was crying.
Some people gonna suck that right up, man.
She was crying. I think she was serious. I think she's really hurt by this.
She probably is, because they guilted her to it.
She said, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to be so fine.
Unbelievable. Anyway, on to Canada. Trudeau went into hiding this week. The truckers are they riding around Ottawa. There's no chance of stopping. I talked to a guy, somebody that comes into, I forget his ad on Twitter, but when I do my show on Sundays, he usually comes on my spaces, and he was saying this is the real deal, man. And it's like how the media is trying to make it seem like it's like not a lot of truckers, or how Canada's not really behind them. But he's saying most of Canada is behind these guys. Trudeau is they're trying every trick in the book. They having a Nazi flag out there. He's calling them racist, he's calling them transphobic, he's calling them anti-redacted. I think it's I don't know what Trudeau's going to do. Canada's holding the line. Can we get a Don DeMarco for Canadians, man? Like
Don DeMarco.
Trudeau's,
I mean, go ahead.
Trudeau got the fuck up out of there.
You old ass, didn't he?
He said, oh, hell no.
That's crazy he left like that, man. I don't think they was going to put hands and feet on him, but...
No.
I mean, I don't know. It could get out of hand quick. Some things can get out of hand quick, so even if your presence was there, somebody might be like, yo, I'm going to try it, man. You know what I mean? It only takes one person. Remember, it only takes one person.
Yeah.
Like that... Remember that meme where that Japanese guy, he samurai sword that communist on stage and stuff like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it only takes one person. So I guess they had to get him out of there. But the guy from Canada, he said it's the real deal, man. And it's like, salute to Canada. What I was meant to say, Canadians used to be the butt of jokes, man. And I can't believe they're holding it down. They're holding it down, the whole world.
Yeah, that's true. The truckers, you mean? The truckers really is what got started.
The truckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the ones that really got this thing popping. And France is getting a little wild. Italy's getting a little wild.
Yeah.
They put hands and feet on cops out there.
Yeah.
You know, before we start giving too much props to them Canadians, the Italians get down.
Yeah.
Them French, them yellow jackets, they've been getting down.
Yeah. They've been getting down for a while, man. That was getting down before this thing even started, man.
Right. Right. You must have thought, shit, the yellow jackets been told you.
Yeah.
So they was putting hands and feet on cops already. But as far as this hemisphere, yeah, it's the truckers.
Now I'm hearing rumors that in America, some truckers might do something, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good for them. Somebody need to do something. Cause black folks been the whooping stick for far too long. We always got to be the ones on the front lines trying to get some freedom in this country. It's about time white folks stepped up, you know, like the 6th. and come get us some freedom.
Yeah. I mean, is that white man still here? I mean, I guess we saw some of them, I don't know. That was kind of misguided.
There's about 2 out there. The rest of them was FBI. Is that white man still out there? Not enough. Let's say that. Not enough. It's the last of a dying breed left out here.
Yeah, we need to march on Washington, man. I'm listening to this book, man. Like, they came down to march on Washington. He said King, you know, he had that I have a dream speech. He had said parts of it at different places, and they gave him the speech. And first of all, John Lewis had a speech, and he was talking a bunch of leftist stuff in there, right? They told him, man, like, yo, you can't say this, man. You got fucking. They ripped that shit up. Fucking told him, you gotta read this and shit. They said that, but they said he might not have wrote it. I forget who they said wrote that shit for him. So they wrote John Lewis another speech, but Martin came up there with a speech. Then he somebody, I guess allegedly somebody told him about the dream, and he snapped. He went on. He just freestyled it about, you know, some old speech he said about how I have a dream. That was a whole freestyle type show.
That was the Jabaris wrote that.
No, man. See, the thing about King, even though somebody wrote, like, you still got to perform it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The thing that made King is he was a master speech guy. And he can get, like, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can, like, reach the masses with speeches and shit like that. Like, he was a very good speech guy. You know, that's a talent that not many people have. And, you know, that's why I guess they use him, because, you know, he could get across to people like that. You know, it's an underrated gift he had. He was a master orator. Yeah,
Michael was real good. He was real good at that. Michael was a hell of a pastor.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you come from a line of pastors, like his granddad was a pastor, his dad was a pastor.
Come on, I mean, and you know that Sean loved to perform. He said, "Yeah, I don't give Sean credit for performing. That's what they do." I can't give him much credit.
He was a hater, man. What was that skit? Who was the hater? What was that? You know what I'm talking about? There was somebody was. Oh my god! Was it Star?
Star was definitely the hater. Yep.
Anyway, Punk's MG research came out today shows MJ is bad for lungs. Daniel Hawk, Samoas are the best cookies. Imagine how much better the Girl Scouts cookies would be if we repealed the 19th. Lord have mercy. Big Poppy, third rant tonight. Canadian Parliament refused to deny blackface. Did you see that part, man?
What, Trudeau in the blackface?
No, they went in Parliament. They tried to get the Liberals in Canada to denounce blackface. They wouldn't do it.
Who? Canadian Parliament?
The Canadian government
said nah.
Never did. Unbelievable.
They said you ain't gonna take our tradition away from us.
That's crazy, man. And like Trudeau was his blackface, man. He was like, it's not like he had like he took the darkest shoe polish he could find. It was like there was not a white space on his face. You know, he did that shit. Like, you know, how some people you see they do the like they do it half-ass. Trudeau did that shit to a fucking T, man. It was crazy. Like you had to look twice. Is that a nigga over there?
This him on the screen, y'all. This y'all boy.
Yeah, man, this is crazy.
He into it too.
Hey, he was dead ass into that shit, man.
He into it. That looked like Chad behind him.
It does look like Chad. Oh my god.
Chad was like, look at this fool. Chad judging him.
Chad in his early handler days, man. Jonah, Canadian Parliament refused to deny blackface. Lauren, I'm not kidding. It's time to repeal the 19th. Happy to have that conversation whenever you're serious. There you go, man. Jabari, his name wasn't even Martin Luther. He was named after the monk who actually hated shines, my peoples.
That nigga named Michael.
Punks McGee, you got to find the pic where Trudeau even made his knees black. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
He got a couple on here. I'm gonna put this one on the screen too. Put this fool up on the Summer Jam screen.
This nigga made his knees.
I gotta find a knees one. Where's this one? I'm gonna type in blackface knees. This is wild. I can't find it. Somebody gonna have to tag me on Twitter with it.
That's crazy. Like it's not even a one-time thing. It's like this nigga loved dressing up his nigga, man. Like he loved fucking putting that shit on his face, man. There's like tons of picture of him. Like as like Daniel Hawk. I used the picture of Justin Trudeau as my black square on Instagram a few years ago. And nobody even noticed, probably. That's foul, man. You got anything else? Anything else we're missing?
No, that's it, man.
Thanks everybody coming through. 606 in the room. Hit that thumbs up and like on the way out. If you're listening or if you're watching at home and you got an Instagram account, please tag us, post it and tag us so we can help spread the word. We need y'all to share this the show. Tell your mother about it, tell your dad about it, tell your brothers about it. Dank Burrito, Trudeau is half Cuban, so it's okay. They keep saying that's Castro's son.
Who?
They're saying he's Castro's son.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Illegitimate son or something like that. They do have a resemblance, but I don't know. When I talk to BB, she's gonna fill me on that. But yeah, if you're listening, if you're watching at home, please share us on Instagram. Greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're listening to this on audio, please leave us a review. I think you can leave a review on Spotify now. Leave a review on Spotify. I don't know if we got anything else. Who you say you're talking to tomorrow?
Project Root. We talking about the pandemic and healing tomorrow.
Okay. Chakras? Is she a chakra person?
Nah. I don't know.
No?
She might be. She more like in the herbs.
Oh, herbs. Okay, yeah.
She on some herbal type.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow for Hotep Jesus channel.
She took care of
subscribe here.
She took care of Donovan.
Oh yeah.
The homie Donovan was suffering from Lyme disease.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and kidney stones. But the Lyme was really like destroying him, right? Like he just would just not have energy. And she put him on one of them Dr. Sebi diets, and he been writing blogs like, I haven't felt this good in a decade.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be talking to her tomorrow, and we're gonna talk about how she be healing people with them herbs. The Bible says.
Who was that girl back in the day that was selling the cleanse drawers?
Oh, Kemi.
I gotta get another one. I
gotta reach out to her. I ain't spoke to Kemi in years.
I swear the first time I did one of her drawings, I pissed out a kidney stone. I swear to you. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, Yeah. I'm like looking down, like, a goddamn stone came out. I was like, goddamn, that shit worked.
Yep. Them herbal cleanses will get all the bad out your body. You surprised what come out.
But yeah, thanks y'all for listening. I got on BB not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Y'all go enjoy yourselves and drink your water, and I'll talk to y'all. Oh, if you want more of Hoteps Been Told You, you can join the Patreon. We do a special show every Monday, secret show. Also, you support our donation, or support our
homeschooling initiative.
Our homeschooling initiative. We're trying to help people homeschool. So go out and hotepnation.com, and there should be a link to donate for homeschooling. Help us, help you, help America. And that's all we got.
Yes, sir. I'll see you next time, bro. Next week.
All right,
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. Peace.
Save the date if you not fake. HJ got a plate and a hot take. They gon' get you moving right. These goofy types and keeping unks goofy tight. Look, let's get it lit like a Lucy, aight? Show the world what we can build when the crew unite. And while these frauds out finessing your protests, I'm in the gulags playing chess with the Hoteps. The Hoteps been told you. Don't sweat, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. Keep receipts for the things that they told you. Ears to the street, they got secrets to go through. The Hoteps been told you. Don't sweat, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. Keep receipts for the things that they told you. Ears to the street, they got secrets to go through. Hotep and build, y'all know the deal. We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip. Teach me how to grip, teach me how to grip.